Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're going to start the under further review segment. We're doing the NFC North this week, which are the Chicago Bears, Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers, and the Minnesota Vikings.
Wrong order, but yeah.
Well, I know we're not doing it in that order, but I was just naming off the teams.
Oh, okay.
But next week we're going to be doing the AFC North, which is my neck of the woods. We might have someone else.
We're going to be having a lot of fun with that one. We're going to be having a lot of fun.
Yeah, God forbid I might have a Steeler fan coming on next week.
No, that would like that. That would be nice.
That would be fun. But yeah, so we're going to start with the Chicago Bears, who were 5-11 this last year. They got their quarterback of the future in Trubisky, and they have a lot of promising defensive pieces. They fired John Fox, got a new head coach, Matt Nagy, who is the offensive coordinator of the Chiefs.
Do you think that was smart of them to do?
I do, actually. And
I don't know. John Fox is a good head coach to me. I like.
You have a young, but again, you have a young quarterback. You're pairing him up with a
that's fine
offensive mind. Other than that, I mean, what did you think of the Chicago Bears this season?
Oh, they picked up Mike Glennon.
No.
He didn't do very much. The record was...
They were 5-11.
5-11, okay, I was about to say. So, I mean, I guess the season obviously could have been worse. I don't think, they don't have a running game, they just... No,
they have a really good running game.
Yeah, I forgot. My bad. But the point is that they're just not, they need some pieces. I think they have a lot of potential, though. Yeah. I think they have a lot of... I forgot about the running back, yeah. Like I've said before, I was not on top of the season as much as I wanted to this year. But I think that they have potential,
they're on the rise.
Yeah, they're on the rise. I think they have some potential. The NFC North is actually pretty competitive, though.
It's getting better.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good now, to be honest with you. I mean, besides the Packers having this off year, if Aaron Rodgers wouldn't have had that injury, it would probably be a completely different thing. But Fidel, what were your feelings on the Bears?
My feelings on the Bears, if I'm any coach in the league, if I'm any offensive assistant, if I'm any offensive coordinator, I'm looking at the Bears like, holy cow, these guys, they're not missing as many pieces as people want to believe, man. I mean, you look at their defense, they have studs, they have a lot of studs. They have a really good D-line that gets pressure on the quarterback. They had really good linebacker play this season. Their offensive line wasn't doing all that, but that's okay because Jordan Howard makes up for it, and, don't leave out the fact that they might have found a new weapon in Tariq Cohen.
Yeah.
They have weapons in Bellamy. They have weapons in Meredith. Those guys are really good wide receivers. As your remark to the quarterback of the future with Mitchell Trubisky, quarterback of the future he may be. For right now, I don't see him, and that might just be because John Fox didn't get his full potential. It might be another Jared Goff situation, where,
I can't agree with that. I don't think you can equate John Fox with Jeff Fisher.
Well, no. What he's saying is that the quarterback struggled under a coach, and then they're bringing in another guy.
Yeah, but that's
to help
because
him out in his second year.
because Jeff Fisher is incompetent.
Well,
I don't think
you can say the same thing about this.
But I don't think that John Fox is incompetent as Jeff Fisher.
Not as incompetent.
No, hell no, not even close.
Say any coach in the NFL is incompetent, but I will say that some coaches know how to use their players versus others.
It's true.
And in my opinion, John Fox was a player that had everything. John Fox was a coach that had a Broncos team, Super Bowl caliber, Super Bowl ready, handed to him. And, he had Peyton Manning handed to him, and he couldn't do anything.
Okay, but what about the 03 Carolina Panthers, who 2 years previous had been like 1-15, and he took them to a Super Bowl, and they almost beat the 2003 Patriots, which actually might be maybe one of the best Patriots team ever, maybe the best Patriots team ever, besides
who was their quarterback?
Jake Delhomme. I mean, he was an okay quarterback for a couple years, but he wasn't anyone like, that he's going to be putting on a gold jacket.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I believe at this point we're getting more into coaches than anything. I just believe, man, the Bears are a team to watch out for. Obviously it's a first-year coach, so you don't know how Nagy's going to do, but, he's worked with quarterbacks like Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes. He's worked with receivers like Tyreek Hill. He's worked with running backs like Kareem Hunt. A guy was a third-round draft pick, and a guy ended up, being a beast. It's hard to tell which direction the Bears just headed with. I don't believe firing John Fox was the best thing to do.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Because I believe that he did set up. He set up a team. Where he set up a pretty good team where they could win, and they were on the road. Trying their best, man. And that's all you could do if you're a team that's in rebuilding stage is try your best. You just try your best, and that's all you can do.
Not to interrupt or anything, but overall, if you look at it, if you're the worst team in your division and you went 5-11, that's not that bad.
It's not bad at all.
I mean, the worst team in their division went 5-11. That's not bad at all. They might. Is that statistically probably the best worst team in their division?
And if you look at the games the Bears won, they beat every team in the AFC North this year, which it's the Steelers, the Ravens, Bengals. We're not even going to count the Browns. But and there was another team they beat, and I can't remember who it is. But they beat those teams, and they beat the Steelers early on. They have a talented team.
Yeah, we put it.
Yeah, I said the entire AFC North, but they have a talented team. But the one spot they need to get right is receiver, and
yeah, they do need some receivers.
Ever since they lost Alshon Jeffrey, they have not had a guy that's been reliably healthy to take that spot. Kevin White, I think is his name.
They need. Every single great Bears team ever had a great middle linebacker, or a really good middle linebacker.
And the middle linebacker right now is Trevathan,
and he's solid.
All right.
He's solid.
I think their linebacker. I think they run a 4-4 where it was Trevathan and Jerome.
They run a 4-4. I don't think so.
4-3.
4-3.
Or 3-4.
3-4. Okay, because no, I don't. I've never heard of an NFL team running a 4-4, which I think they should. But that's just me.
There's 3 DBs.
I'm not sure. I'm not honestly too sure about.
But they always, whenever the Bears have a good team, they have a strong person in the middle. Always.
Yeah.
Any Bears team in history, whether it's been 60s Bears, they had a lot of great linebackers and stuff, and they had Butkus, they had Singletary, Urlacher, all those guys.
But you can look at the Bears. They just released Jarrell Freeman. He's been released. And it just
where's Matt Forte when you need him?
With the Jets. They need to do a bunch of stuff this offseason in order to help Trubisky out offensively. They have a running game, but I think they need to give him weapons that are reliable. Zach Miller,
offensive lineman or two.
Zach Miller's not been reliable with his health with the team. But as far as the Bears, that's how we view the Bears. But now we're going to move on to the Green Bay Packers, who I think I can sum up their season in 2 words: Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he got injured.
They lost him, and their season fell apart.
Yeah, exactly.
And the games they lost a couple close ones. They almost beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh.
What was their record?
Hundley. They were 7-9.
So not that bad.
But the defense was horrible.
They have not had a good defense since they've won the Super Bowl in 2010.
They were putrid. I think this was the first year the Lions swept them in a long time.
When's the last time that happened, Fidel?
I'm not too sure about that, but I do know that we beat them in Lambeau. The last time we beat them in Lambeau was 91, and then the very recent one was, I believe,
this year.
This year and 2 years back, where we actually lost a lot of our games.
Yeah.
Well, you remember the Thursday night game, right? The Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary pass?
Yeah,
I do remember that.
Well, no, me and him were actually watching the game. Was it after practice?
I believe it was after practice.
Yeah, we played football in high school, and after practice, we saw that play.
But with Aaron Rodgers, losing him was huge, and I think he comes back next year with just fury.
I think he's going to throw 32 touchdowns.
But yes,
could you see that? 32?
I'm not too sure, man.
32 is a lot of touchdowns.
In my opinion, losing your starting quarterback on any which team will drop you of an overall rating.
Unless you're the Eagles.
Yeah, I guess you can say that, but even when Carson Wentz was there, it was Super Bowl, and then as soon as Nick Foles came in, they were like, oh, division playoffs, conference championship. You never know what you're going to get out of your backup quarterback. Brett Hundley did very, very solid for a backup quarterback. He had a very first shaky 2 games, but on his side of the ball game, he played the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh and had to come back home in Lambeau to play the Detroit Lions in the division games while the Detroit Lions were still hot. Now, as a backup quarterback, in my opinion, those are the 2 teams that I want to play the first time. You know what I mean? That's not where I want to start off.
Yeah.
It is where he started off, and he left off at a very good point where I'm pretty sure now, Rodgers is going to be like, hey, I'm getting older. I'm able to be touched. I'm not as young as I was. I'm not able to take hits like that.
That was a dirty hit, though.
The Anthony Barr hit?
In my opinion, it was not. It was right under the shoulder. I mean,
that was not a dirty hit.
Kind of. It was unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, what is football? You know what I mean?
That's true. I mean, but I don't know. I feel like Brady would have gotten that call.
And it depends on how close it is.
I feel like Brady would have gotten that call.
That was pretty close when he did it, and they were like, it's a judgment call, but it's not. Yeah, it derailed the Packers' season, that hit, but in the end, it's not a dirty hit.
Well, I don't think Anthony Barr is a dirty player.
Well,
I'm just saying that I think it was kind of. I think you definitely could have called a penalty on that.
Yeah.
Not that it would have done much.
Yeah. But I think we can all agree that there were dirtier hits throughout the season.
Oh, of course. Vontaze Burfict accounts for about half of them, but yeah.
No, he does not.
Yeah, he does.
No, did he have a dirty hit this year?
He probably had like 50, but that's besides the point.
He didn't have a dirty hit this year.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the games.
Yeah, sure he did.
I did, actually.
And OJ's innocent.
But yeah, as far as... Stop it. As far as what they need to do this year, or this offseason, they need to build defense. They need to get something going.
Yeah, the one problem that Aaron Rodgers has had, you remember the 2011 Packers? How good they were? And the offense was just unstoppable, but their defense just could not stop a nosebleed. It was hilarious.
Right. And what this defense needs to do, and it was the same with last year, I mean, they were able to win a lot of games to go into the championship game, and then just got destroyed by Atlanta in the championship game last year. And
I actually thought the Packers were going to win that game.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's going to be a good game. No, 44-17 is not a good
Guarantee you if Aaron Rodgers is in that game, he'll lose to Brady.
In the Super Bowl?
Yeah. No way.
I don't think he would have lost, but yeah, maybe. But again, they just need to do... They need to get defensive backs. They need to get reliable. I mean, and they're thinking about getting rid of
defensive line.
Defensive line. They're thinking about getting rid of either Cobb or Nelson.
Randall Cobb, I don't know. He's pretty legit.
But they just paid Devontae Adams a lot of money, so we'll see what they do. But Fidel, any last thoughts on what the Packers should do this offseason?
I think they should continue doing what they're doing. Their front office needs to be a little more open with their wallet. Surround. Rodgers has had the same weapons for years and years and years. You have Jordy Nelson, you got Randall Cobb, you got Jordy Nelson, you got Randall Cobb. Then you draft Devontae Adams, extremely good draft pick. Then you give him Jared Cook, who's an aging tight end, and now he's gone. And now you have Michael Kendricks, who can't catch a cold.
Yeah.
Then you have the defensive side of the ball. You have aging guys. You have Dave Jones. I mean, you have a lot of guys. Clay Matthews is getting older. A lot of their corners left. Casey Hayward left the building a while back. Sam Shields is another aging guy. Clinton Diggs had an extremely good year and then fell off. Morgan Burnett is still playing at an elite level. That guy's still dangerous safety. He's a very dangerous safety in the league. I believe the Packers just need to stay healthy, open up their wallets in the free agency, and have a very smart draft, and they will probably do what they've been doing all these years and kick everybody in the NFC North to the curb.
Yeah, no,
I
completely agree. And so we're going to move on to the next segment. We're going to start off that with the Detroit Lions, Fidel's favorite team. And stay tuned.